to a tutorial by Seal Systems on SAP's Plant Maintenance module. Today we will review several ways to attach files to plant maintenance orders and distribute them together as a package. Let's get started. On our SAP GUI, we will navigate to a plant maintenance order by using the transaction IW32. For this demonstration, we have an existing order number that we're going to work with. The PM order contains a lot of information, mostly relating to the planning, assignment, and execution for our scheduled maintenance work. To attach documents that relate directly to the operational steps of the work instructions, we click the Operations tab. This kind of information is going to be best kept with each operational step. We highlight one of these items and click the Production Resources and Tools button. This takes us into the step where we can attach documents. Here we can see an example of a document record that's attached. This can be used in many maintenance orders as it's attached to the PRT, which in turn is attached to the actual operation. We can build a list of materials and document records inside each of these operations that contain many file types, such as drawings for Word files, spreadsheets, videos, CAD models, and more. Under the Components tab, we can attach materials to components which generally have document records attached to them. Under the Header tab, we have Reference Objects, which contain other important locations for attachments, including the functional location, where the equipment to be maintained is stored or operated. You can attach the functional location to multiple work orders, and by clicking this button, you can see the documents or materials that are attached. Below is the equipment that we are actually maintaining. This can be a master record in SAP represented by documents, which we can see a list in here as well. This is the assembly, where the equipment that needs repairs operated within or relates to a larger encompassing product, usually represented by a whole material, and in our example, you can see the complete scooter. Lastly, for the generic object services or business document services, we navigate to this button on the top left, which is a sort of catch-all paperclip for document URLs and the like. Although this doesn't provide any sort of document control mechanism like SAP does with document records, it is a quick and efficient way to attach files, but you must be careful as they are not transferable to other objects or stored on a cache except in the case of the URL. For the maintenance order to be ready for action, a planner will come in and schedule workers and facility resources in order to effectively plan and release the work order. Finally, let's talk about the work order distribution. When your work order is complete and all the files are attached properly and the resource is allocated, it's time to release the order. This is done either through a batch mode with transaction IW38 or through individual release here. We can do that by going to More, Order, Print, Order. These items on the screen are the shop papers that have been defined by your business. This helps take the SAP data here and put it into a usable format that can be printed, checked off, signed, and stored, proving that the work is done, or storing information about the specific work, including measurements and other important data that needs to be reported back to the enterprise. Normally in SAP, there is no direct method for printing the attachments you've added previously with the shop papers. That's where we come in. Seal Systems has a robust set of applications in the SAP that enable the automatic identification, collection, final print, email, or web distribution of the work orders. With all SAP forms and all your document attachments, it's really easy to do. In our case, we're going to select the operation, and we're going to omit the Production Resources tool, and we will print that out. This job is created inside SAP, and it shows our maintenance work order. If there are shop papers attached, we can see them here. We have GOS Object Services for objects here, as well as our PRT. And we have the functional location, equipment, and some of these items are actually selected for output based on filters. We go to select this output and print this out. We now have a completed package represented by this PDF. In the first page, we see some information about the actual work, and we can see the list of documents and attachments that were related to this. We also have, for example, the work order, we have document attachments, we have a 3D PDF, and so forth. So these jobs can be scheduled automatically when the work begins, without manual intervention or having to collect instructions and attachments by hand. Well, I hope this video was informative, and if you'd like to see more, please leave us a comment below. Thank you so much for watching.